Tonight, British authorities are seeking the extradition of Andrew and Tristan Tate. The prominent influencers in the so-called manosphere were arrested by federal marshals in Miami. CBS's Christian Benavidez is there with details on the new charges. Christian.
Good evening, Jerika. The Tate brothers were taken into custody as they were heading to a boxing event that one of them was set to co-host here in Miami. They've indicated that they're likely going to fight those extradition charges back to the United Kingdom.
U.S. Marshals arrested notorious social media influencers Andrew and Tristan Tate in Miami on Saturday, stemming from recent developments in the U.K. Authorities there, who already had a case against the duo, say 4 more alleged victims of the brothers came forward with accusations of rape, sex trafficking, assault, child and extreme pornography,
bringing the total number of charges faced to 59. The charges relate to 7 victims spanning a period from 2010 to 2017.
The men are part of the so-called manosphere, boasting millions of followers and selling online courses on masculinity. In 2022, the Tate brothers were arrested in Romania on rape, human trafficking, and sexual exploitation charges. The case did not go to trial, but remains open. Last year, the brothers left Romania for Florida, and state officials announced a probe into their activity. The Tate brothers deny all allegations. Their attorney tells CBS News the world knows Andrew and Tristan Tate are innocent.
We've yet to be convicted of any crime in our lives ever.
The Tate brothers are set to face a judge as early as tomorrow. Legal experts have said that this will likely be a lengthy legal battle over extradition. Jerika.
Christian.
Let's get right to it, man. How y'all doing? It's your boy, Mr. Smooth, man. Tap in, Daily Real News. Let's get right to it. Daily Real News brought to you by Real Conversation Podcast Network. Make sure to tap in, like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. But we had to start it off like that, man. The Tate brothers got locked up. Y'all heard the charges, man. Trafficking, R-word, all type of stuff, man. All type of madness, man. These the same people these folks be looking up to, man. The manosphere. I'm gonna just keep it real, man. Anybody that just built their whole image off degrading women and talking down on women, to me, that's suspect. To me, they might be homosexual or something like that, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. But the Tate brothers, I only know about Andrew. I don't know about the other brother. Look like they not even from here, so they probably pretty much gonna get extradited. Probably gonna get kicked out the country. All type of shit. It's just crazy, man. All these people be putting their hopes and dreams and talking about these best men ever and all this and that and be just cult following. But look what y'all following. I ain't saying they did it. But even just to be alleged, and I know they frame people all the time, but it's just like this shit ain't adding up, man. These folks been under the limelight for the wrong reasons, Like I never really heard the brother talk. I always heard Andrew Tate talk, and he always be talking down on women, belittling women and all that. So it ain't looking so good for them. Further details as the case continues. Whatever gonna happen, whatever the verdict is, whenever they get sentenced, we'll touch back on it. But right now it's looking bad for them. And I ain't gonna say prayers out to them because the allegations, man, I don't want nothing to do with nobody ever been alleged of any of that. So like that shit ain't cool in my books. That shit ain't real man shit to me. That's clown shit. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Whoever don't like it, but that's my take. I really care less about them. I don't see them bringing no value to the world. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like they just cause mayhem. They just shock value type of guys, which is cool. Do your own thing, but I'm just giving my opinion on it. What's next, man? What tattoo you talking about? Shout out Jaquil Guerrero. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. Make sure you subscribe. Okay, next topic. New York just became the first state to ban data center construction. That's cool, man. I really applaud New York for that. Let's get the state of New York. They just do, and they round of applause for that. Shout out New York. Shout out New York. We about to give you some more details on it right now. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. Because this is big, man. These data centers is taking over, man. They taking over water sources in towns and just leaving people down bad, man. And it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Let's see what the governor of New York got. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below.
The entire planet is going to be watching what is happening right.
Minister, given the threat environment, are you confident in the security measures?
Absolutely. We've worked so close with our federal, state, and local partners in law enforcement. We have been preparing for this for literally over a year, over 1,000 exercises, table topping all the scenarios. So we're with the best, and particularly with NYPD, the world's greatest police force. I feel very confident in our security. And we're so happy to welcome the eyes of the world. The entire planet is going to be watching what is happening right here in the New York City area. So it's exciting, very exciting time for us.
Truly billions watching, and we will be too. Governor, I want to ask you about a decision that you made this past week that made very big headlines. You signed an executive order to ban large-scale data centers for a year. These are those big buildings that help to power artificial intelligence technology centers. It was just a few months ago you said data centers were a local decision for municipalities. What changed for you?
I would say what changed was talking to the localities and realizing they don't have the negotiating ability to, or have the clout to be able to demand that their communities benefit from this in a more dramatic way. They also don't have the ability to insist that these companies bring their own power or pay more for the grid. They don't have an ability to say no to tax breaks. And so I decided that I could do much more, especially in this, basically flooding the zone is what's happening now. We have over 30 applicants. So in a very short time, I changed my position saying, you know what, the state has to lead here, but it's not about being the first. It's about being the first to get it right. And we will get it right over the course of this year and help those localities negotiate the right way, make sure we're keeping track of how much water is being consumed, doing a study of that during this year, but also insisting that these companies, and they're welcome, with the conditions and the rules that we set forth, that they also contribute to the larger grid, because this is a huge tax on our grid. And I want to make sure that the companies that are creating jobs, like the Micron that we recruited here with 50,000 jobs. So we'll get the right balance, protection. There's a lot of anxiety. Companies want certainty. We'll give them both.
They signed this White House Ratepayer Protection Pledge, which I guess has AI data centers sign on to promising not to increase consumer prices, like companies, OpenAI and Amazon say they'll help cover the cost of infrastructure. About doing the same in New York, why isn't a White House pledge like that sufficient?
To keep their word on how much they're going to consume. I'm more realistic than that, perhaps. I'm willing to say, but also, yeah, absolutely. This is a place where innovation is welcome and celebrated. But if you're going to succeed in New York because of our talent and our resources and our people, I want to make sure that New Yorkers succeed as well. So it's not a one-way street. I don't want our state, but they can be welcome when I lay out the rules of the world of the road, which they will embrace. I mean, once they know how to play the game, how to do things in New York, they'll want to come, but I need some breathing room. So my agencies, I've got 7 agencies dedicated to different elements of this, the economic development benefits for communities, how we manage how much they're going to be consuming in water, how we make sure that, I mean, just to say, make sure the ratepayers don't pay more. How do you enforce it to make it really effective?
It sounds like you want evidence to help get you to yes. But in the meantime, you are hearing concerns from unions, for example, that this is going to turn away jobs and that it'll send a signal that New York is not a place for companies to invest long term. How do you address that?
That's not the right conclusion from what I've done. We've been very clear. And as someone who's created more union jobs in this state than anybody in history, the largest private sector development in American history is going on right now with this Micron. That is 20 years of union jobs building this. We also have tens of thousands of union jobs over years of building the Gateway Tunnel, which was stymied, stuck, not happening until I unstuck it. So I've got more jobs for union members. They don't have to worry about my commitment to their jobs, but wouldn't they be rather building jobs that there's jobs that remain after the construction season is over, that the project is built, that we actually have people, their neighbors, communities, people actually working in those buildings with long-term good paying jobs and not just focused on construction, which is very important. So I'm asking everybody to say, take a breath. This is not the end of the world. We'll get through this, and New York here.
I want to ask you about election security. We're about 100 days out from election day. Are you getting the kind of election security?
The governor of New York putting a year ban on data centers being built, the construction of data centers in New York City. New York State. And I agree with him, man. You got to break it down. These data centers are ruining the infrastructure of America, taking gallons and gallons of water per day. You know, those gallons of water are for the people. So now what? It's gonna be a shortage on water. So yeah, I feel what she's saying. We gotta agreements and see what's gonna happen. You know, see how much water y'all need, see how much resources y'all need, and is it gonna be sustainable to the people around the data center, around the data center. So it's just crazy. Like these AI data centers, I feel like they're not for the betterment. They're not for the betterment of the people of the country, man. I feel like eventually it's just gonna try to, it's gonna be shortages because of this, man. The high demand of water alone is gonna damage things, So yeah, man, that's what's going on. Like, shout out New York. I know that was a bold decision and things like that. And I know it took some time and people probably was scared and worried about what was gonna happen. But yeah, man, that's what happened. That's what's gonna continue to happen. The people gonna fight back, man. We gotta come together on this one. Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, anybody on the soil, man. We cannot let these people just destroy what we built, what we accomplished. Houses, anything around the data center, they're taking it out. They're trying to destroy houses and everything just to build these data centers, and it's just like for what? It's to me it's just a broader um it's like a broader agenda to this AI in general and these data centers and things like that. It's like they trying to just wipe us out just to continue these data centers and these AI just technologies alone. It's like I thought it was meant for helping us to be providing resources to enhance the human experience. But now it seems like they're trying to eliminate the human in general. So I'm not agreeing with that. I'm not agreeing with taking and just leaving everybody on the standstill while y'all just keep profiting and using these centers for I don't really know why. Like what's the big thing? Like is they creating jobs? Like you feel me? Shout out my boy Donnie. My boy. Y'all go tap in with him, man. But it's just crazy, man. These data centers, man. This we gotta come to some type of stance with this, man. It's only gonna continue to get worse. Am I just for my how I'm looking at it and what can come from it, I don't feel like anything is good. Anything is good about that. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm gonna take a quick break though. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. I'll be right back with a couple last topics. Let's go. All right, we back. Oh, handle some father business. Some of y'all don't know about. Some of y'all don't know about, man. Hashtag dad gang if you a real father, man. Hashtag active father if you're a real father, man. Let's get back to it. All right, let's go. Daylight saving time could soon become permanent as House passes bipartisan bill. This is what I'll be telling y'all, man. We getting played with, bruh. These folks talking about permanent. That's to show you they playing with the time. Like, it's crazy, man. If you familiar with Arizona, you would know that they don't do daylight saving time throughout the whole year while everybody else do it. So what's that time is real, bro? I've been telling y'all this time fake as hell anyway. But let's get right back to it, man. Shout out to CBS New York for the content. Make sure y'all like, sharing, and subscribing, man. Let's go right to it. Ain't nobody talking about these topics. I don't see nobody else talking about these topics. They don't want to put y'all on game. They just want to feed y'all non-value content. Let's get to it, man. Like, share, and subscribe.
Twice your lawmakers are one step closer to making daylight savings time permanent after the House passed a bill last week that would end the twice-a-year time change. By shifting clocks forward, an hour of daylight savings time effectively moves an hour of daylight from the morning to the evening. So how could this impact your life and possibly your health? To help answer that, joining me now, Dr. Karen Johnson, sleep medicine physician and spokesperson for the American Academy of Sleep Medicine. Doc, good to have you here. So for years, there has been this debate about changing the clocks back and forth being bad for our health. How would this ending this tradition truly impact the body, and how does it compare to what happens already with the time change?
So certainly the time changes are unfavorable and they are unhealthy. We see worse sleep, we see more heart attacks, we see more car accidents. So we certainly want to end the change. The problem is it matters how we end it. If we end it with permanent daylight savings time, we'll actually see more health impacts and safety and other impacts, especially on our children.
So you just kind of gave me a good and the bad right there. So try to sell me on this if you think it's a good thing then.
So what we're advocating for is ending the clock change, but with permanent standard time. What permanent standard time does is really protect our sleep, our morning sun that is needed to set our circadian rhythms, our body clocks, which are really essential for all elements of our metabolism. So that affects things like obesity, our heart disease, as well as our brain. So that affects how well our kids do in school and how well we do with preventing car accidents.
Well, yeah, because I guess that was one of the reasons why this first came about was kids going to school in the darkness in the morning, correct? That was accidents and I guess the dangers that exist there. That was the reason for this?
So in 1974, when permanent daylight savings time was tried, the sunrise only occurred after 8 a.m., some places 8:30, 9 a.m., and that led to considerable increase in car crashes. So we don't want to repeat that history with permanent daylight savings time. That's why we want to protect morning sun and go to permanent standard time instead.
So this was once tried back in the 70s. Can you just walk me through how that played out?
So back in 1974, the idea was to save energy for the oil crisis. And so in January 1974, we went to permanent daylight savings time. It was supposed to be a 2-year trial, and within a year, Congress had to repeal it because it became so unpopular so quickly.
So what do you think this time around? If we were to eliminate daylight savings, do you think it would be a big thumbs up nationwide, or would it be another one of those things where people be like, maybe this wasn't the best idea?
So again, it depends which way we do it. If we do it the way the Congress is currently suggesting with permanent daylight savings time, I think it won't work, and I think it'll certainly be bad for our health. If we do it the way the new Sunshine for Our Kids Act proposes with permanent standard time, other countries around the world has shown this is viable. Arizona, Hawaii has shown this is viable. And I think we can end the unfavorable clock change and get rid of those changes and have a great public health support for our sleep health and our overall health.
Does somebody need to get to Congress and be like, hey, this is the better way to do it?
Absolutely. Please write your congressman, tell them we want to not push forward the Sunshine Protects Act, but instead push forward the Sunshine for Our Kids Act, which would allow us to do permanent standard time to end the clock change.
Okay. Dr. Karen Johnson with the American Academy.
That's crazy, man. Talking about our health. Man, we just getting to that. Talking about our health after all these years. Daylight saving time been bad for our health. Man, they make up anything, bruh. Y'all keep on trusting this government if y'all want to. These folks said we gonna change daylight saving time to standard time because it affects our natural rhythm, all the sleep we need. It affects us, gives us depression, all these type health issues. I'm just like, how many years and how many people had to suffer before they came to this conclusion? That's all I be saying, man. This be crazy, bro. This really be crazy for real, man. Like straight up and down, man. This stuff just be it be just to feed off of, the just think about stuff, man. You gotta understand all these conspiracies can't be like just always wiped off the board, man. It's like you gotta understand what's going on. People might say this topic ain't worth nothing, but it really is. Because if you in this country, you adapt to daylight saving time. You comply to it. So people people say what they want, but they comply to it. You know what I'm saying? They go with the flow. They don't ask no questions. They don't think about anything. They just say, "Oh, it's that time of year again." Like some goddamn monkeys, man. Like some goddamn monkey see, monkey do type of folks, man. Not me though. I'm asking questions. I'm getting down to the bottom of it, doing the research, and there you have it, man. Like, share, and subscribe. You rocking with it or not? But we got to give our condolences, man. Give our condolences. Alley Boy, legendary underground Atlanta, real street. You know, he died, man. He passed away, man. Due to kidney failure. He said it was due to lean, to the abuse of lean, promethazine, codeine in his younger years. You know what I'm saying? He had kidney failure. So shout out to Alley Boy, and also we want to send condolences to legendary DJ Big and Ray. And it's sad, man. People going so like so hard, man. And it'd just be crazy, man. It's like people be too young. Alley Boy was only like 41. So like that tell you what's going on. Right. It never made sense to me neither. I'm telling you, it's crazy, man. Tell us this stuff and we just go with it. Like how the hell, you know what I'm saying? That's just like the New Year's in the dead of winter. Don't make sense. Never made sense. But you know how it go, man. These folks gonna put up okey doke as long as we allow them to, man. But R.I.P. Alley Boy, man. Big and Rankin, and all the rest of the fallen soldiers that did their thing on this earth, man. And shared their time and energy with us, man. All we got is they past interviews and all the past gems they dropped, past music, all that, man. We can just celebrate them how we celebrate them, man. But we also got to take heed to what's going on. You feel me? I feel like everybody should stop sipping drink. It ain't that big. It ain't that big of a deal, man. It ain't that big of a deal, man. For real, for real. It's getting too real out here. You can't trust no drugs, really. Not even the good old weed, man. They done manipulated everything out here. Well, once again, man, we gonna end it like that, man. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. It's your boy, Mr. Smooth, the one and only. You can't clone me, so you might as well troll me. I appreciate all the trolls. Trust me, I do, man. Y'all inspire me every single day of my life. I think of y'all, man. Think about what would the trolls say, you know? Till next time, man. Much love. We out, man. Gone.
Man, take care of your folk, man. You get some money out here, man. Don't blow all your shit on jewelry and car and fucking it up in the strip club. Go take care of your mama. Take care of your kids.
For sure.
Get them boys around you if you got some boys. You know what I mean? Like, lock them in. Then you're little soldiers. You know what I mean? Like, just really stay on some who fuck with you type shit. You know, the crowd gonna come, all you know, that false support. This your real support. Stay locked in with your family. Stay locked in with your true ones. Niggas who really fuck with you know what I mean? And just keep going, man. Just outwork niggas. That's what I can say. I don't care what you're doing if you working. Get some extra hours if you can. If you doing, know what I mean? Like, just go hard at what you at, cause everybody ain't gonna be no musician. Everybody ain't gonna be no athlete.
Find
and
something
shit,
you love.
but it's still music out there.
For sure.
Find you something to do. Take 5 years. Take 5 years out your life and commit to it and try it. You might go through the roof, but you know in 5 years, like, all right, this ain't working for me, this song.
I
want, you know what I mean? But give it 5 years. If you got interest in it and you like it, give it 5 years. That's how I look at shit. Like, get a shit 5 years, bro. If it ain't working then, shit, stop. Do you something else. If you feel like you ain't planted the right seeds, you know what I mean? All this shit about seed plant. Everything you do. This a seed, what we doing right now. This a seed. This shit finna grow into something. You know what I mean? Y'all finna push it. We pushing it. It's seed plant. So that's how you gotta look at shit in life. Like, I'm planting seeds. But you wanna plant good seeds everywhere you go.
For sure.
I don't give a damn if you see somebody in the street and they familiar with you and you, man, what's up, man? The real way, yeah, woo. That's the seed you plant. This somebody see you or see somebody else and be like, man, I seen such and such. He was cool.
Yeah.
Or it could be like, man, I seen bitch ass such and such. That nigga bitch. I spoke to the nigga turned their nose up, you know? So that's how I look at shit when I meet people, man. And like, your handshake, bro. If you gonna shake a nigga hand, be firm. Let a nigga know I see you. What's up, bro? You know what I mean? Cause if I don't fuck with you and you throw your hand out there, it's gonna be dry. It's gonna be a limp ass, you know what I mean? But if I fuck with you, I'm like, yo, ma, what's up, bro? You know what I mean? Like, let a nigga feel you. All that come with respect and being a man. Deep for these young niggas, you know what I mean? And you don't want to be the shooter, shout. Let me just say that. You don't want to be the shooter, shout. Everybody want to be the shooter. You don't want to be the shooter, bro. You don't want to be the shooter. They got somewhere for the shooter. Be the hustler. Be the player first. I was a player before I was on some next shit. You know, I was a player in middle school. You know, elementary and shit. I had a whole sit on the phone all day.
Yeah.
Home phone. You know? Man, take care of your folk.